All right. I want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. You know, I want to say double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that surely rule well, and salutation to the brothers out there that pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. All right, this is Brother Kwam from GMS Trinidad, from Trinidad, Tilak. You know, just come to do a little edification. And you know, yeah, war is in the air. We seeing these things going on as we speak. You know, Iran basically, Israel has attacked Iran with missiles. Destroying certain sectors of the nuclear towers, or so to speak, or the nuclear facilities, where they basically want to enrich the uranium and different sort of things, right? But yeah, these scriptures and them, they're basically on point. These scriptures say in the book of Matthew, I think we go have wars and go have rumors of wars, right? But even these little proxy wars, we seeing these things going on as well. There's because before any bomb drop, the financial parts of the war was actually going on, with different tariffs and all these different things, but bombs dropping as we speak. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 4. It says, "The noise of a multitude in the mountain, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle." Right? Yahweh Shemir Shahi is the one that mustered the hosts of the battle. It says, "They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven, even Yahweh Shemir Shai, and the weapon of his indignation to destroy the whole land." Right? So yeah, it's the Most High basically behind all these things. He's the one that mustered the battle, as he say. Because as prophecy have to be fulfilled, it has somebody had to be pulling the string, pushing the buttons for the prophecies to actually fulfill. He and his Yahweh Shem Yahweh actually doing that. Right? So yeah, that scripture says it's a dreadful thing to fall in the hands of the Lord. Because he's the one that basically deal with everything, on the both left hand and right hand side. The scripture saying, I'll bring that into the paraphrasing it. There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, and verse 1. It says, "The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. As the river of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Every way of man is right in his own eyes, but Yahweh Shem Yahushai ponder the heart." So yeah, the Most High turn the heart of man wherever he will. He's in control at the end of the day. Right? So prophecies have to be fulfilled. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 46 and verse 3. It says, "Order ye the buckler and shield, and draw near to battle." Yeah, it's Mosai doing all these things. Basically, it's time for battle, That the war is in the air. It says, "Harness and horse, and get up, ye horsemen, and stand forth with your helmets, furbish the spears, and put on the Brigandenese," if I'm pronouncing it right. Right? Brigandenese. All right. So yeah, the Most High basically, because Iran making promises that they will destroy this Israel basically off of the face of the map. They say they want to send, I don't know if it's 2,000 or 200 missiles. They say they promise to send, on Israel. Hamas done sending missiles at Israel already. you know. They're saying that the Israelis, they're basically down in bunkers right now, and the Israelis, who is Amalek. That is the biblical name, is Amalek. One of the meaning for Amalek is warlike. You see, he always making the first move. Them always making the first moves. Them always, come on. It come a point in time where they will be destroyed in that place there because, come on, you're provoking the people at the end of the day too. But it's all the most stirring up all these things. This is Jeremiah chapter 50. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 22. It says, a song of battle is in the land. And that song of battle is in the land, which land now? It's been in the land of Russia and Ukraine, It's in the land of China and Taiwan. It's in the land of Israel and the Palestinians. It's in the land of Israel and Lebanon, even Israel and Iran. That war, that rumors of one that was according to Matthew chapter 24. We seeing these things. We see with the eyes, the prophecies and them popping up like a pop-up book, right? And America will also have to intervene if things go left for Israel, right? Going on. A song of battle is in the land and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among nations? Yeah, that hammer, that America is no longer, that world superpower as they believe. Because everybody, getting themselves. That is why they don't want Iran to make nuclear missiles. Because Iran wouldn't Iran not taking any talk. Nobody, they want to hear from anybody with how to do the thing and what to do. That is what caused everything as well. Iran said they have the uranium. They can't tell them what to do with it. They go enrich the uranium to make the nuclear weapons. Right? Yeah. So they basically don't want Iran to do what they want with their own uranium. It's back in Genesis, it refers to Ishmael as a wild man. He's a wild man. So yeah, they don't trust him with it. But hey, come on, you can't trust nobody with it because America's sure to be untrustworthy with it because they look what they did with Fat Boy and Little Boy, where they destroy the Japanese on that scale after they surrendered. That was that was wickedness on a high level. So them and all not supposed to be trusted with it as well. But it is what it is. It's all for the great World War III. And hey, Iran will get their hands on nuclear capabilities. Sooner or later, right? This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Yeah, it close. The scripture says in Revelation 12:12, for the devil know but he had a short time. So a lot of things going on, right? Verse 2, it says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spreadeth upon the mountains, a great people and is strong. They had not been ever the like, neither shall there be more after it, even to the years of many generations. Yeah, because when World War III hit, right? when World War III basically kick off, and you have nothing like that ever to happen in the earth again, you know. Going on, it says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. That is the thermonuclear weapons, right? The land is as the Garden of Eden before them. Okay, the land is good, nice cities, well put together. And behind them a great desolate wilderness. Yea, nothing shall escape them. So don't care what we're going to escape these nuclear missiles. Your bunkers that might not even be able to save everything. So because as according to which party is actually, if you're in a place like America where all these missiles going to hit, and Babylon going to be shaking. Scripture says it's going to be the earth itself going to shake to and fall like a drunkard, right? So yeah, these it imminent. This is just to show you these things just happening. The Most High actually saying up these things just to show you, hey, it will happen. That Iran and Israel thing, that these things just keep going on for the most for you to see with your eyes. As the scripture says in the book of Psalms, only with your eyes shall you see and behold the reward of the wicked. The reward of the wicked is that flame that going and burn as the lake of fire. Due to thermonuclear missiles. That is like the lake of fire going and burn, which is we could call it a hell, actually. You could call it a hell because it's going to be burning within 10 feet, right? Going on a little bit more, it says, the appearance of them is like the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Yes, because they're running when they shoot these silos out of the when they shoot these missiles out of the silos. They're going together. They're going. Everybody have a built-in what is it, a GPS allocation where they're going to hit. Everybody running side by side. That is why they refer to it as that. Like the noise of chariots and of the top of the mountain shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Yeah, strong people set in battle array. You go see, they show you these movies like I think it was X-Men where I think it was Magneto when they shoot the missiles and them like he hold them in the air and turn around. You think go have that. The spirit of the Lord gonna be on these missiles. He will most likely gonna send the angels with these missiles to reach the destination. Right? It's not no turning back. It's not no. All the missiles defense system and they have a thing that Donald Trump calling it now the Golden Dome and all these different things. No, when that time hit, the most likely gonna put the spirit on these missiles and them that they're going straight to the intent targets. So yeah, that was just the point I'm going to make. War in the air. We had to see these things. It's things that it must happen. We glad to see on this, and we glad to see these things going to happen because we know the end is near. And we will come out of this bullshit we in very soon, right? So yeah, war is in the air, and they're going to have as Donald Trump say. Donald Trump's name means I think a deceitful ruler, because I was listening to a news article where they was saying that he didn't know that Israel was going on an attack. But in Iraq and different Muslim countries, they was giving them U.S. citizens, telling them, basically to get the hell out of there. But he claimed that he didn't know that what was going on. So it is what it is. He name, as his name said, the scripture say his name goes back to a deceitful ruler. Right? So hopefully that was edifying. To the listeners out there, I just want to say, shalom and giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. I say double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that ruled well, and citation to the brothers out here that pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Kwam from Trinidad saying Shalom.